Again, they'll throw with McCown. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's in.
A little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's in.
Was hit.
Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. It's caught inside the 25. And all the...
On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Taylor. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown rolling to his left. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Dumps off to Powell. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Again, they'll throw with McCown. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Clive Walford from 21 yards away. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Matt Day's on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Taylor. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, They're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They are going for it. It's McCown. And that is going to be incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now it's Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the foot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they're running right through it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
To throw, it's McCown. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing now is McCown. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. The final shot before half for McCown. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a first down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
McCown. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Meanwhile, now McCown has his pass knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Powell on the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Again, it's McCown, and that'll be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Josh McCown, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The touchdown was scored by the runner. But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second down, here's Taylor. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Taylor on third down, throws incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's McCown. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. McCown going to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's McCown. And he fires one incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 58 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
On the return, Jabril Peppers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Molden in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It relaxes people. Maybe a little bit too much. That throw there was awfully risky.
Yeah, you would think, like you said, the lead here, 2nd half, be a little more careful.
Yeah, you would think that you want to take care of it and not worry as much about increasing the lead, but finding a way to control the ball, bleed the clock. But if you make a big play like that, throwing it to the other team, that can change the momentum.
The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's McCown. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Taylor. Screenplay. Johnson. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
His throw incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Taylor hit. He lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Flag, 32. Flag.
Play action, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Flag, 32.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Taylor to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, not.